Well, good morning, everybody. Sunday, the 10th of July, the Great British Summer. It's here. And yes, we're going to roast this week. Bit scary next weekend. We could look at even breaking the all-time heat records. So, yeah, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. So, high pressure, well established over us now. The wind's slackening off. We've got a bit of a light southwesterly on the ground, but not much other than that. And as we go through this week, still very heat driven, same tomorrow. Maybe deterioration middle of the week, not by sort of any rain or anything, but it's just going to become a little bit weaker before maybe getting better again towards the weekend. But for today, that nice high pressure slap bang over the top of us, bringing us these beautiful skies. Those winds very light indeed. If you're flying a K8 or K6, you'll enjoy it because it's variable at 5 knots, probably light southwesterly drift at Lasham. The satellite picture over the UK shows, if you look at this line here, David was pointing out, notice that line of cloud from about just near Poole up towards London. That's potentially a convergence line that was there last night. It's disappeared, but never know, a bit of moisture, it might reactivate again. So, yeah, fairly clear over the top of us, no significant weather, no cloud at all, really. The odd bit of high level cloud, but not really causing us too much of a problem. Satellite pictures good for the beach, and as is the public forecast, which shows 25 degrees at Lasham. I reckon we'll see a little bit more than that. Southwesterly drift and good visibility stay. It was really nice visibility last night, and that humidity figure dropping throughout the day. GFS predicts that we'll see 28 degrees, the capital seeing 29, maybe even 30 degrees. And as you can see on here, dew points dropping potentially to about 8 or so. The higher the dew point today, the more likely we might see some cumulus. We'll have a look at some soundings, predicted soundings in a minute. This is the Hurstman Zoo sounding, which shows that we have a little bit of inversion to warm out. Probably need a good sort of 25 degrees before we see reasonable convection. But fairly dry, as you can see, not particularly much chance of cumulus today. Currently at Lasham, see if we reach 20 degrees here, 19.6. So I expect to be 20 degrees in the next 15 minutes. And a dew point of 13, and starting to split a little bit. So at least we're going in the right direction. So looking at the satellite picture and what's outside, you can see that it's nice and blue, and that's yeah, there's no real significant cloud at all. Potential flight distance as recorded by SkySight, as you can see over the top of us. Sorry, well, there's an echo going on in the background. Close the door. Yeah, don't stand on the briefing near me, because otherwise the echo will get to me. Anyway, so over the top of us, potential flight distance for today. It's quite narrow where the weather's good. So as you can see, we're in one of the best areas. Okay, down to the southwest, maybe even down to the southeast briefly, and up round the corner. But this area up to our northwest, not doing quite so well. Obviously, doesn't heat up quite so easily, and a chance of some sort of sea air coming off from the west. So looking at 12 o'clock or so, as you can see, thermals just getting going then, and we won't have particularly any cumulus, maybe the odd bits, but height of thermals by then going up to around 3,000 to 3,500 feet, 4 to 4.5 by sort of 1:30, and by around sort of 3:30, we're getting to a point where we have probably around 5,000 to 5,500 feet cloud base, or height of thermals. You can see sea air starts to creep in pretty quickly from the south, so just bear that in mind. You don't want to be down there when it's all going. Just looking at any other chance of cumulus, haze caps, but I think that's it really. The odd chance of some haze caps and cumulus into East Anglia, but nothing much more than that. No chance of any rain today or any storms or anything like that. And convergence wise, should be a nice convergence later with the sea breeze coming in. Unfortunately, it puts you right at the top of Gatwick according to this. So maybe you can have some fun there just near Petersfield. But yeah, it looks like convergence and the sea air is going to move quite quickly north. So make the most of it while you can if it does set up. Okay. Just have a quick look at a sounding. We'll do a point forecast initially. So for Lasham, sunny all day, climb rates up to 5 knots or so, and reaching a peak at around what's that, 1,700 meters, so yeah, 5,500 feet. Look at a couple of soundings. See that we're getting that 5,500 feet with around, so that's about 25, 26 degrees, 27 would give us that little bit more, probably looking closer to sort of 6,000 feet. So all possible. If the dew point line moves a bit closer, we might see some cumulus, but I think that's unlikely. So yeah, all in all, your best distance really in this area here, down there around the corner, not up to the northwest. Okay, Farnborough reporting 250 at 4 knots, no cloud detected, Cav okay, simple as that. Top Meteo for an 80-meter glider is showing something like that. That shows it being better into Wales. I'd be tending to prefer sky sight, if I'm honest, but you can see that sea air will come in quite quickly. So yeah, round to the southwest, up to the northeast, and starting at let's say around 1 o'clock, we have blue here to 1,500 meters, so 5,000 feet or so, and maybe even seeing 2,000 meters later to 6,000 feet, though I think that's probably just within the TMA at that point. Sea air may get to us by the end of the day, so just bear that in mind, but up into Oxfordshire, looking very nice indeed. Finally, by the way, if there's a car alarm in the car park that keeps going off, could somebody turn it off, please? It's really annoying. So 3 knot climbs, 5,000 feet, and yeah, looking pretty reasonable again. Good. And David's little thing, I need to work out where he gets this from. You can see where the sea air comes in. This is later this afternoon, and the best areas which he's pointing out there. So yeah, thank you, David, for that. Finally, airspace wise, this is the last day that we have particularly easy airspace, because from tomorrow air shows and whatnot start ramping up. So Middle Wallop, active with gliding, clay pigeon shooting just south of Middle Wallop. Why they know Tam that, I don't really know. 29 is lots of paragliders at South Cerney. I don't think it'll be going up too close to that though. 23 and 20 will be paragliding as well, or equestrian events. So yeah, lots of paragliders on the hills near Revar. 30 does not affect you. Little Rissington active today. 6 and 11 towards Yeovil. 6 doesn't matter, and 11 is a fly past at Somerton between 1415 and 1500. We are notified as intense gliding activity today. There is a parachute drop. No parachuting there. No, that's an old NOTAM. 27 is going to be not relevant, and lots of paragliding up into Gloucestershire as well. Round the corner, 36. That isn't. So Bidford is finished now, but Shennington have still got their restricted area, not restricted area, their NOTAM. Santa Pod Raceway has a fly past 1525 to 1615, Lots and lots of fly pasts all over the place, rocket firing and whatnot in rugby, and some parachute display in Suffolk. I think that's quite far away, looking at that, up to 5,000 feet, and fireworks displays. And yeah, it's summer. This is the norm. So if you are going further afield up to the northeast, please check your NOTAMs. There's just so many that it's very difficult, but there are no restricted area temporaries that I'm aware of, at least. So I think just check Hold Warden. Sometimes they have something going on. Okay, operationally, we are 2-7, no jet movements, no nothing like that. Grid on the north side, please, and I will get you launched. It's group 4 as well. So if you want to come flying, put your name on a list and come flying. Simple as that. Show me that there's a demand for it, and then we can have a think about how we go forward. So bookable and casual today. Come up, enjoy the flying, enjoy the heat. See you on the airfield. Bye for now.